Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Yeshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I'd like to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, and to the women and children. Ka halayim la Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem ha roka kodash mahama. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth, double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect, double honors to the elders of GMS, double honors to my elder Hawam, salutations to the archangel on the four corners of the earth, and to the women and children, Shalom. Okay. To you so-called Negros, Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds, if you're not paying attention, if you're not awake, and you're too entertained, too busy just making money, right? And having fun. This video popped up and it says, what is Project 2025? What you should probably know about it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to play only a little bit. But, you know, the Edomites been writing their own book, right? And a coincidence is that they call their own book is the Bible, right? The solution to all the problems that so-called America has, okay? Really, it's a book of them setting their own self-rules because they want to be dictators, right? They want to start first, with America, and then, nothing different than any other government or any other president, right? They want to take and rule the whole world. But let me play it. She talks a little bit about it. Her solution is to vote, okay? Our people still are not waking up knowing that that's not the solution to this problem. The solution to this problem is to go back to who you really are. You so-called Negros, Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds, right? You're the true Hebrew Israelites. Come back to your identity, your nationality, and your true inheritance, right? Come back to your true king, Yahweh Shai, 10 foot, right? Tall, dark-skinned man with an afro from the tribe of Judah. Okay, let me play a little bit here. Then, the title of this lesson is called That Which Has Been. Okay, here we go.
The Conservative Leadership Mandate is literally a 900-page document that details the plan for the first 180 days of a conservative presidency. Well, actually, Project 2025 is way more than just a document. It's an extremely organized, built-out strategy based on 4 pillars. Pillar number 1 is this. This book is called A Policy Agenda. Mandate for Leadership, The Conservative Promise. Think of this as the policy Bible. I did not come up with that name. The entire book's sole purpose is reshaping federal policy and shifting societal norms in America to align almost exclusively with conservative values. Pillar number 2 is a personnel database where conservative scholars, academics, and policy experts are being compiled. Think about this pillar like a conservative-only LinkedIn. The authors of this policy set a goal to have at least 20,000 recruits already built into the personnel database as a way to have a readily available pool of ideologically aligned people to pull from when it comes to filling all of the positions that they plan to create, fill, or vacate when taking the reins of the government. Again, these are their words, not mine. And they're doing this as a way to streamline the confirmation process. Make sure that there are 0 hiccups. Pillar number 3 is their Presidential Administration Academy. It's an online educational system of training programs specifically for those potential employees under the role of a conservative president. Again, the goal here is speed. They want the ability to just plug and play. Pillar number 4 outlines the transition plans in a 180-day playbook. The 180-day playbook is driven by the policy agenda itself. And so if the policy agenda is the guidebook, then think of the 180-day playbook as the roadmap. These 4 pillars together are what makes up Project 2025. Okay. Thank you. Now I know what Project 2025 means, Deja, but why should I even care about this? What does the conservative promise even mean? Why are you bringing this up? Well, my curious friend, I'm glad you asked. The average age of an empire is 250 years. Can you guess where we are on the calendar? It's okay. Pause this video for a second and do some math from 1776. And then I want you to do with that information what you will. I've been reading this book for the past 3 months, and it's made me realize something interesting, and it's that there are 3 major factions in this space: conservatives, Republicans, and the Christian right.
Well, Slovakia, you know how it is with YouTube. Give me a minute.
These weird.
We need to watch for. I know I'm telling them. That's who we need to be afraid of. They are all different, and it's important to note that they don't always agree. But for the most part, the purpose of this project is to make sure that everyone who identifies with conservative values, meaning on a basic level they share advocacy for limited government, upholding traditional values, supporting national defense and free market principles, is aligned with the 4 conservative promises that are made in this book. The project itself is spearheaded by a conservative think tank known as the Heritage Foundation. Chances are, if there's some major conservative push for a form of legislation, you can bet your bottom dollar that the Heritage Foundation has their hands in it. Everything is in here. They liken transgenderism to pornography and go so far as to say that anybody, even teachers who are distributing types of media that detail this type of pornography, should be jailed and registered as sex offenders. Teachers. While the plan definitely criticizes the normalization of transgenderism, it's important to understand that this is a part of a larger, broader agenda to control cultural and educational narratives. The authors see it as restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life and protecting our children. The way that they plan on doing that is to remove content that is deemed inappropriate by a reasonable person from schools and libraries and only allow materials that reflect conservative values. There's a new bill in West Virginia that says librarians can be charged if it's found that they shelve educational content or books that they've deemed inappropriate. And there's some people who think that this bill will keep kids safe, but there are others that are worried librarians, teachers, education providers run the risk of being charged or getting blamed unfairly just for having a wide array of books available, which could include useful educational content. This personally stresses me out because I hate the thought of librarians being afraid to offer certain material affecting what I have the ability to read or learn about. Several states have already either removed criminal liability exemptions for public and school libraries, or they've already started expanding the definition of what they see as obscenity to capture a wider array of books. That could potentially result in criminal charges for simply having them on the shelves. Imagine your health teacher being arrested for teaching sex ed. Please don't think this is coming. This is already happening. If you're worried about the lack of action on climate change, it's because they're already focusing on how they can benefit from things like permafrost. It's not a priority. How can we make money off of this? In fact, Project 2025 explicitly aims to end all current climate change efforts. It's advocating for a complete reversal of initiatives like the Paris Climate Change Agreement. It goes real hard about making sure that we know that America's energy interests are going to take a huge priority over any environmental concerns. This plan includes everything, including ways to expand operations in places like Alaska in order to better harvest its rare earths, natural gases, and oils. It even includes plans about Antarctica, where the authors plan on capitalizing on things like shipping and tourism in the area. It'll be a no going back shift towards fully exploiting natural resources for economic growth, as well as abandoning pretty much all climate change mitigation efforts. I'm going to quote the policy agenda directly here for a second, which refers to environmental extremism as anti-human. Environmental ideologues would ban the fuels that run most of the world's cars, planes, factories, farms, and electricity grids. Abandoning confidence in human resilience and creativity in responding to the challenge of the future would raise impediments to the most meaningful human activities. They would stand human affairs on their head, regarding human activity itself as fundamentally a threat to be sacrificed to the God of nature. My problem here is it's not that they don't believe in you, brother. I personally, no doubt about it in my mind, believe in human resilience and creativity. It's actually that I just have much more faith in the power of greed. And this here assumption denies the reality of unsustainability. It pushes for the U.S. to remove itself from any association with the UN or any other efforts to create sustainable development priorities, especially those that are connected to food production. And that just seems way more anti-human to me. Or maybe it's that it was both 8 degrees and 80 degrees in January this year. But alas, I know nothing. And I'm sure the planet's fine. They're trying to get rid of all DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion language from all legislature, all of it, except for religion. They want vast, robust protections for religion. Yes, the goal is to eliminate what they see as indoctrination from anti-American woke revolutionaries, divisive critical race theory programs, and DEI initiatives from all educational and governmental institutions. The authors believe that talking about race in nearly all capacities creates an inferiority complex. This is again a part of a larger...
Stop it right there. So you can see, the Edomites want to keep pretending and insisting that they have the solution to the problems that they created, and that we should all just trust that they're the smartest, the brightest, and the wisest, right? That they can solve the problems that they have created. But all they're doing is to entertain the middle class, the poor, right? While they go ahead and keep doing the criminal activities that they keep on doing. I want to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which has been is now, and that which is to be has already been. Yahweh requires that which is past. Yeah. Because Yahweh, the Father, and His Son Yahushua created all things. Right? So they know what's good and what's perfect for all of us. Right? Not the Edomites. Okay? Look what they have been doing for the years that they've been on earth. Rape, robbing, and plundering. Okay? It doesn't matter what name they come up with, conservative, Democratic, Republican, right? I want to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. Shalakia. The things that has been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. You see? But they're talking, they wrote a 900-page book, right? I think it started from the time of Ronald Reagan, right? Ronald Economics. And it's a great book of all books, right? And that you should participate in it as well. Okay? Let me go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Okay? So everything from the beginning of time has been watched carefully, okay, by the eyes of Yahweh, Bashin Yahushua, and the angels. Okay? They're the ones, Yahweh and Yahushua control all things. Right? And if you don't want to believe that, that's your problem. You so-called Negros Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds. But those are the facts. Let me go to Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 8. Give me a minute. Verse 8. If thou see the oppressions of the poor, and violence, perverting of judgment, right? Let's see here. Perverting of judgment. Perverting, alter something from its original cause. meaning or state to a distortion or corruption of what was first intended. Well, you know, as much I hear people talking about how beautiful the Constitution, right, is the best of what Edomites came up with. Well, that's their book, okay? They still have us in slavery, and they still are standing in stolen land. And they still have military almost around the world. Right? Moving on. What was I? Oh, I said 8. Give me a minute. Verse 8. Okay, perverting the judgment and justice in a province. Marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regards, and they'll be higher than they. Yeah, they keep forgetting, and they want all of us to forget that they're not the ones at the highest level. All right? The highest level is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He's only using the Edomites to show the whole world, our people, the so-called Negros, Latinos, Native American speckled birds, how wickedness, right, lifestyle rewards are, right? Destruction, death, sickness, pain. Okay? Let me move on to Psalm chapter 12, verse 5. Give me a minute. For the oppression of the poor, for the sighting of the needy, now will I arise, said Yahweh, and will set him safety from him that puffeth at him. Yeah, they're puffing at us right now with this Project 2025, right? Because that's what they're really doing. They want to let us know, the so-called Negros, Latino, American, and speckled birds, that they're not going to leave. They're not going to move and go back to where they come from. They're going to keep conquering. Well, that's the wrong word. They're going to keep stealing, rape, robbing, and plundering around the world. And then nobody can do anything about it, right? Well, let's see what Scripture says. I want to go to Psalm 82. Oops, what happened here? Chapter 82, verse 1. Start with that. Yahweh stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. And who are those? Well, the so-called Negros, Latin American speckled birds, right? Yahweh the Father has a son, his name is Yahweh Shai. And he is mighty, okay? And we are his property. And he's going to come back for us. And he's going to remove this wicked world from the face of the earth, okay? So we say the so-called Negro, Latino, American speckled bird, those who are called to do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we called out in his name. Verse 2, how long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Verse 3, defend the poor, the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy. And who are the fatherless? Well, we don't have no government on earth. We don't have no military on earth. Hell, we don't even have no land. Huh? I hear our people say, oh yeah, I got land. No, you don't got no land. You pay taxes on the land. You know, don't pay the taxes and you see what happens. Right? Just same thing when you say you own a car. Well, don't pay the insurance for that car and watch what happens. Don't get a license for the car and see what happens. Right? Same thing with the children's. Oh, those are my children's. Okay. Tell you what, it has a Social Security. has a birth certificate, they're not yours, right? I mean, that's the Edomites. What I'm doing is to show you, so-called Negros, Latinos, and Speckled, how wicked the Edomites are, right? That they want to take everything and just keep on taking, right? Let me go to Proverbs chapter 2, verse 21. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. Okay? So, we're not perfect in this wicked body, but we pray in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to come back and remove this wicked kingdom. Because this is our hell. This is not our kingdom, okay? From the face of the earth. And come back to the 144,000 chosen elect who are going to get the new spiritual Superman perfect body, and 1/3 men, women, and children. Okay? Because the 144,000 chosen elect is going to be all men. And when he comes and gives us, I pray and hope that I be one of them, and gives a new body, that's going to be the perfect body. Right? This body here gets old and it gets sick from all the wicked and sinfulness that we have been through. Okay? For giving him the finger. I want to go to a Psalm 37, chapter 37, verse 3. Trust in Yahweh, do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land. And verily thou shalt be fed. Verse 4, delight thyself also in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart, of thy mind. What is our desire? For Yahweh to send back our king, Yahweh Shai, and remove this kingdom, remove the blessing that they gave to Esau, right? It was passed to Esau, then they went to the Edomites, right? They have done so much destruction around the world to our people. And let's not forget that they're going to be bringing in the cashless society, and they're going to be bringing in the mandate for the charagma, the CHIP. Okay? Got to keep that in mind. That's very important. Let me go back to Proverbs chapter 2, verse 22. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. That's right. Because, we have 2/3 of our people that love this place, right? And are participating with the Edomites, right? They have no business in voting, okay, in this wicked kingdom. I mean, we vote for Yahweh Shai. That's our king. Okay? So, 2/3 of our people don't want to wake up, no matter how much we are pleading in the highways and byways. Okay? I mean, they will come back to the new kingdom as baby, but their punishment is going to be here on this wicked side. I want to go now to Proverbs. Is it Proverbs? No, Song chapter 10, verse 15. Break thou the arms of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou finds none. That's right. Clean the whole earth from the wicked. Right? Remove them. Because they're all over the world. Right? You got Russia, you got China. I mean, you got so many countries of wickedness going on. They're all doing business. They're all fighting among each other for power. Who's going to rule the whole world? Let's go to Psalm chapter 29, verse 10. Yahweh sits upon the flood. Yea, Yahweh sits king forever. And how he sits king forever? Well, his son, right? Yahweh Shai, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. When he comes back with the host of angels, he's gonna remove those fake wannabes who are over there in Israel, right? I mean, they're also going around raping, stealing, and plundering, doing mass murderings, right? I'm going to go to Genesis. I'm going to leave it with Genesis chapter 6, verse 17, and then go one more down. Verse 17, and behold, even I do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. Okay? Well, that was in the time of Noah. But right now, at this time, he's going to burn the so-called America, right? He's going to nuke it, right? Russia, China, and other countries have advanced technology missiles, right? And when Yahweh Shai sends the angel to blow out the last trumpet, lo and behold, these missiles are going to come to a town near you. I leave it with verse 18. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee. Well, this time when Yahushua comes back, he's coming back for 144,000 chosen elect, which is all men, and 1/3 men, women, and children. And those so-called UFOs. Bible calls them chariots or clouds. So we call in the name of Yahweh Shai, not the Project 2025. That doesn't do nothing for us. Okay? They don't do anything for us. Never did and never will. These Edomites. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I say Shalom.